Hi, thank you for joining me again on my channel. My name is Kristen with Kristen Crafts, and today I am bringing you the second process video from the page kits that we made for the wedding album gift that I am giving to my son and future daughter-in-law. And the papers that I'm using today are from Park Lane. I'm not sure which paper pad they're from. And I am scrapping two photos, one vertical and one horizontal, of my son, his fiance, and my parents on Mother's Day. And the papers that I picked out, I think, really suited both my mom and my future daughter-in-law. Emily is wearing a peach colored shirt, and she very much is into the wood grain look and has a lot of that in the decorating in her home. So I know that this is something that she'll enjoy in the album. And my mom used to be in a garden club, so hydrangeas are definitely something that kind of represents her and her love of gardening. So I decided to go ahead and just do a 6x6 split. And again, I went and put the adhesive on the right-hand side of the hydrangea paper, and then was able to fold it back and be able to gut some of that wood grain out to use for later pages, because it is something that I really like and I think I can use on additional pages within this album. Now on the back side of the one paper, there was this lace on the back of the peach text paper, and so I'm just using a strip of that, about a half an inch, to break up between the hydrangeas and the wood grain. And then I cut a 3.5 piece that I'm just putting into a banner that I'm going to use as like a shelf for the two pictures. Now, to kind of bridge the difference between the horizontal and the vertical, I did bring in a doily that I will put in there, and I will build the embellishments off of that. This is kind of a go-to design that I use with having the doily behind the vertical and horizontal. It just gives you a place that you can actually, like a foundation that you can build upon. And so you won't see a lot of the doily when this is all done. A lot of it will be covered up with different layers and tags, but it's just enough to peek through that it kind of sets it off. So I grabbed out for my embellishments that little Tupperware bin of cut-aparts that I've had on my desk. It also has some of the die cuts that were remaining from the Scrapbook and Cards Today kit and the Best of Both Worlds kit that I just got done using. So I'm going through there just to see if there's anything I can find. And I found this green Monday through Friday tag. It had absolutely no meaning to what was showing in the picture, but the colors matched, so that's why I used it. And then there was the tag from Maggie Holmes that was a peony, and because it was black and white or grayish toned, it fit into the there, and it didn't compete with the other colors that were on the page. Now I found the top half of a die cut that I cut that's a limited edition print, and I found one of my fussy cut ball jars that I'm putting in here, along with a couple of cameras. The other thing I found was a tag that I had fussy cut out that said family, so I wanted to use that. And I'm just kind of thumbing through and just seeing what things that I can tuck through. And I end up just going with two of the cameras. I will swap out this beige colored one for another one of the ones that are kind of in the peach color, just so that I have it on the top and the bottom. Also, that tag that has the number 30 on it, I will cut in half, and then I'll use that at the bottom as well. So I'm just going in and adding a little bit of adhesive behind. I don't want to move it. I like where everything's at, so I'm just kind of tacking behind it. And I probably will go in with my fine line bottle when I'm all done and just add a little bit of extra glue just to make sure everything's secure. Now I'm building the bottom cluster, and like I said, I'm just using the bottom half of that 30 tag. I'm using the tag that said family, and then the camera. I'm peeking through to see if there's anything else that I can use, and I did find this green one, but then I found another peach, so I just went with the peach on the top and the bottom so that they match. And now I'm just finding a place where I feel like it looks good to tuck in, and I decided I wanted it kind of under that peony. So I have that, or it's actually poppies. Yeah, poppies. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle the page with some enamel dots, and I'm going to put, even though there's 3 clusters, I'm going to put 3, or there's 2 clusters, main one at the top and main one at the bottom, but I'm going to put the enamel dots on each side of the top one, so it does give me my triangle. And that's going to be it for my layout. It was very simple, went really quick. This one took maybe a half an hour. Here are some close-ups for you. I want to thank you so much for stopping by, and we will see you again tomorrow for another one of our process videos for this album project. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.